Hello everybody and welcome back to AlexElliottGolf and welcome to the channel if you're a brand new viewer. Don't forget to subscribe, plenty of content coming this summer to help you in your golf game. So today's video is my biggest reason why I think people struggle and the biggest mistake people make with driver. So really the biggest reason why people miss the fairways and don't hit as many fairways and get the distance they really want to get out on the golf course. So I see this happen a lot, and I think for me it's that perception of trying to get that ball in the air because see the driver's not got a lot of loft. The driver's a longer club as well, so it's a little bit harder to tame, people think. So let me show you why I think the biggest reason why people struggle with driver. So for me it all comes in this kind of first half of the backswing for me. People set themselves up in the wrong way in terms of this first half of the backswing, so the rest of the swing, compensations have to be made. So I see this very often. Now I see this position here where people halfway back are fanning open this club face. So almost like this club face and this forearm is rolling open. So this toe is up towards the sky, the club face is open, and my lead wrist is starting to cup here. So if I was then swing to the top, you can see my lead wrist again is still cupped and my face is open at the top of the backswing. So there's two things that actually could happen from here. There is one, a lot of people will roll this open and then swing left as a countermeasure to try and feel like, okay, we've got an open face, I need to swing left to get this ball back onto target. Then from there, they get the face open to the path and they hit those big slices, glancing blows, and get that slice off to the right. So really kind of get the glancing contacts and really struggling to get the distance, strike, and this trajectory they're really looking for. So the second thing that could actually happen as a result of this rolling open and fanning open the club face is that I see a lot of people then try and swing down and save it and almost see this flippy position through impact, really rolling of the club face and hands in order to save it. And again, save the shot, make compensations as a result of the start of the backswing. So if we could get away from a position that was fanning open of the club face and rolling of the club face and a club face that was stronger, then we're going to be in a lot better position to create consistent shots. Far less compensations will be made, and also we should start to see less of this slicing off to the right and also missed shots with the driver. So before we get into actual how we're going to stop this, my biggest bugbear with people is with driver, and that's really why they struggle with driver, is this fanning open of the club face. So it looked like this position here, cups at the top and club face is open. And like we said, there's two countermeasures. You either flip the club face for impact to try and save it, or as a result of knowing the club face is open, people very often swing left to feel like they get the ball back to target, causing those slices off to the right. Let's get straight into now how we're going to stop that in your golf game. So this drill is really nice and simple, and for me this gives you a great feeling, and I really like these feelings that I create to also help me actually when I play my game take it straight onto the golf course. So it's nothing very technical here, very simple. I want you to place a tee in the butt end of your golf club. So I want you to leave most of the tee sticking out, and really good visual for this. So I want you to imagine that tee is a laser and it's going to be pointing into your belly button to start with at setup. So we said before, the real reason why people struggle with driver is this fanning open of the club face. So you can see here that my tee is pretty much pointing just right at my ball to target line, my left wrist is cupped and my club face is open. This is the position we really felt the first half of the backswing where people really struggle. So I want you to feel now, I don't want you to feel rolling open and fanning open the face. I want you to feel as though this tee feels pointing at your belt buckle until this club gets parallel to the ground. So we can want the club in this position here. So you see how my tee and my laser is still pointing at my belt buckle, whereas before, if I roll this face open, it's now pointing roughly down toward my ball's target line or just right of it. So again, we can see here, pointing into my belt buckle. You can see here the club face is matching my spine angle roughly. It's not open and toe pointing towards the sky. And then if we swung to the top here now, we'd hopefully see my forearm, my lead wrist, and my club face all match. And that's a really good telltale sign to whether your club face is square at the top of your backswing and in a really nice neutral position. So we don't want to see this position here where we fan it open, cupped, and all these things not matching. We want to feel that we keep the tee pointing at my belt buckle until this club gets parallel to the ground. You can see there, stronger club face, swing to the top, maintain all those angles, you can see all matching. So the club face matches the left forearm and wrist, so really showing that my club face is in a nice neutral position. Now let's hit this one. So what I want you to do is, and to get this feeling, I want you to take 3 waggles before you hit it. I want you to feel 1 waggle, right, that's the feeling. And again, 2 waggles, we don't want to feel this. Okay, so I'm going to give you my 3 waggles and hit this now. 1, 2, 3. Really nice, solid hit. And actually, my trajectory was a little bit lower there for me because, like I said, this biggest bugbear is fanning open the face, and that's something I am definitely guilty of. So as soon as I feel that club face is a little bit stronger, my laser and my tee is pointing back at my belt buckle for as long as possible when this club is parallel to the ground, I soon start to see this ball travel a little bit flatter trajectory, and it feels like it comes off a little bit faster to me. Whether it does or not, we haven't got a launch monitor to tell us, but I can assure you, if you get this club face in a stronger, more neutral position, you'll start seeing less curvature, and you'll start seeing this ball travel a little bit further and start seeing more fairways hit. So really simple, we're feeling like we have our tee when this club is parallel to the ground, pointing back at our belt buckle, and have our 3 waggles, 1, 2, 3, hit it, and really gives you that really nice, simple feeling that you can take straight out into the golf course. Thank you guys for watching the video today. If you've not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Plenty of content coming throughout the game. On course, off course, putting and chipping. So make sure you subscribe, and see you next time on Alex Elliott Golf.